16, 15, oh shit. We're not gonna make it back. Alright, so like I said, I'm a curious person, so we're gonna do a distance test on both the MAVIC Pro and the DJI Phantom Pro, the 4 Pro. So we'll just see how far they really go. I do have the range boosters for both. Just see if it makes a difference. Do the MAVIC first. There's a little bit of a headwind. See how this goes. So I've got 99% battery, good to go. I think I mowed a little bit of grass there. Go ahead and climb up to about 100 foot to start out with. So we're at 120 feet. I can no longer see it. It's out there somewhere though. I'm just gonna do this in regular GPS mode, no sport mode or anything. Going about 20 miles per hour. I'm going to go ahead and start the recording on the MAVIC. We're at... You can't see it. I'll just have to put the two recordings together. About 3,000 feet. About to break 3,000 feet. Signal's good, 95% battery. Since I'm going to be flying into the wind on the way back, it's the only thing I'm worried about, because usually when I do a distance test on any kind of drone, I want the wind to be behind me on the way back, just in case. I'm going to go ahead and go up to 140 feet. Still got a solid signal. A mile out now. 5260. $6,000. We'll go ahead and bring it up to about 170 feet. I think this bird's waiting to attack my drone when it comes back, if it comes back. So we are at 7,000 feet, still going about 20 miles per hour, 170 feet, still full signal on both image and RC, this bird looks like it kind of wants to attack me. I don't know if you guys can see this bird in the camera. Looks really pissed off. %86 battery, 8,000 feet. Gonna go ahead and bring it up to 200 feet. Just a good piece of advice. This is just my advice. Probably a lot of people would agree with it. If you're ever going to do a distance test, make sure you're not flying over residential areas, because we all know things happen. You'd hate for your drone to fall out of the sky and hit little Tommy on the jungle gym or something, and you'll just ruin drones for everybody after that. So I'm about to go over a wooded area. After that, I'll probably bump it up to about 300 feet. Bringing it up to 250 right now. Still got a full signal and everything, just because I can. So we're at 79% battery, 12,000 feet, 250 foot high. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up to 300. About 12,000 feet, 13,000 feet now, 300 foot high, 76% battery. Probably gonna have to turn around and come back around 49, 47% battery. I'd have to say maybe even 50 because of the wind. It's just a slight breeze, it's nothing serious, but it will slow down the drone a little bit. Got 4 bars on both signals, 15,000 feet. $300 foot high. %73 battery. The whole autofocus thing, manual focus, tap to focus thing, that kind of bothers me, but you get used to it. I'm sure you can find a million videos online about it. I'm at almost 17,000 feet, 70% battery. We are now at 69% battery, and it thinks, or 68% battery, 17,500 feet, 300 foot high. Still have a solid signal.
Battery level is low. The aircraft will go to the home point in 10 seconds.
So for some reason it's not even half battery yet, and it thinks that it needs to come home. We're way past the return point. I don't think the thing is smart enough to account for wind, but I'm way past the return to home point now. I've still got a solid signal at 19,500 feet, 300 foot high. There's 20,000 feet. %62 battery, 21,000 feet. Kind of makes your heart race like you're sitting at a roulette table or playing poker. Okay, we're at 22,000 feet, 60% battery. I'm probably going to turn it around here soon just because I'm not sure about the wind, and then I'll try it again with a second battery. Maybe make a whole nother video, I'm not sure. So I'm not even sure where I'm at right now. I don't recognize anything anymore on the ground. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn it around right at 24,200 feet. That's 55% battery. We hope to make it home now. So coming back, we're at 22 miles per hour, so Doesn't seem like it's struggling in the wind at all. I wouldn't know why it wouldn't have enough battery to make it back with over half the battery. But you never know, I guess. I really don't recognize anything on the ground where that's at. Good thing this thing has Google Maps. I think one of the coolest things about drones is just the ability to get the bird's eye view of everything that you've always wondered about. I never lost signal though. I could have kept going for a long time. I still had four bars on RC and 3 bars on image. We're still 21,000 feet away. See, what's crazy is it just says we have 42% battery, 41%, 3.6 volts, which we're in the solid range, but it only says we have 7 minutes of flight. Now, judging just by feeling, we flew for more than 7 minutes, obviously. We actually flew for 16 minutes and, well, 17 minutes exactly. We've got 1453 milliamps left. Man, this is going to be cutting it close. Because we still have a long way to go. Starting to get that like panicking feeling inside. I'm almost at 30% battery. I've got 35% right now, and we're still cruising along about 22 miles per hour, about 300 feet. Got an insufficient storage DJI device. Not really sure what that meant, but if worst comes to worst, I can land it somewhere where I recognize if I get close enough to home. Okay, I've officially got the 30% low battery warning. Hmm. 28%. Where are we at on Google Maps? There's 6. We're going to be cutting this super close. I almost want to switch it into sport mode and fly manually. Still at 12,000 feet out. 24% battery. %. Seems like the battery's draining a lot faster on the way back, I think, due to the wind. I'm gonna bring it down. To 200 feet. We're at 20% battery now. We're not gonna make it back. Oh shit. If we do make it back, it'll be super close. %. See if I can recognize where I'm at. %. Battery. 17% battery. 16, 15. Oh shit. We're not gonna make it back. Alright, so at this point I'm going to go ahead and take over. And I'm going to land at the farm store.
Landing. Critically low battery.
Yeah, I know this. So this is the first time this has ever happened.
Critically low battery.
Now we gotta go get it. So we got the drone back. 24,000 feet. Wasn't really that windy, but it did not have enough power to make it back. Landed safely though. So what did we learn here today, kids? I'll tell you what we learned. Do better next time.